What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Drementfh, and welcome to Thorium Gaming. And it's time to jump back into our Merc life and get some battle mechs on the field and screw up some fucking people's days. Like, let's have some fun and blow some shit up. So, we've been doing some missions to try and expand our reputation and expand our company. We do have our Enforcer now. It's getting slightly repaired up here. Autocannon, lasers, nice. Still got the Javelin that we're running. We have our Centurion over there, painted up in our colors now. Sorry. Same one from our very beginning when the autocannon got all screwed up. We got a little Locust here that's, well, it's a Locust. So, who cares? It's a Locust. Anyway, let's go in and check out our mechs while we're sitting here talking. We don't have to edit the loadout, but where are we right now? We are in Lexington. So what we should probably do is jump over to one of the nearby sectors. And it's weird for me to see how Steiner back, because where I am at a certain point, well, FedCon comes up. And we do have a high reward quest coming up, and we're going to be working with House Davian. Even if it's against House Kurita, there's reasons for it later on. We can make some reputation back with Kurita later on when we're over here. But for right now, let's jump over to Imbriel and see what the rare mech on the market is. And I have been playing way too much of this game over the last little bit. If there's such a thing when it comes to the Battletech universe. I mean, come on. It's giant walking battle mechs. That's a Shadowhawk. That's a 2D. AC-5, couple medium lasers, SRM launchers, and an LRM launcher. It's a pretty stable platform for early on in the game. It's actually just a pretty stable platform. However, that said, we do have a 1V Locust that we picked up on the last mission that, well, we're not going to use right now. We're not going to build up a stable. I actually have all 4 Locust variants on my main game. And I'm thinking about doing something, I'm thinking like Battle Lab, something along those lines to point out the differences between the different mech chassis. But we'll deal with that later. It's worth 722,000 C-bills right now. And we do have an urban mech, but I don't know if we're actually going to use it. It's being repaired right now. But if we go into our actual battle mechs, now that we're here, the price and the time has gone way friggin' down for all the repairs. So we'll get them repaired up, have a little bit of fun. It's kind of funny seeing a Locust painted up as a Sherman. But if we go back to the market, we have 1.2 million C-bills. Not enough to really purchase any of the mechs that are on here. Our inventory is still pretty sparse. We're not going to use those burst fire AC-5s anytime soon. We're not going to use weak medium lasers like that, so it'll put us up to 1.4. Can't really buy too many extra mechs right now, but it'll pick up as we go. So we're going to spend 200 grand, and we're going to go over to Cadisville? Something along those lines. Doesn't really matter. Because there is a quest over here, a high value mission. It's probably a couple of missions chained together, and it's the best way to build up our reputation. So picking up the scraps, that's interstellar expeditions, and picking up the pieces is a coalition of farmers. So we're going to do this one first. It's a 4 reputation mission, but shouldn't be too tough for us. So this is an open call to any and all mercenary commands in the region. Our humble farming complex has suffered greatly at the hands of the Black Inferno. Oh. They came through, took our meager defenses, and put many of our fields to the torch, and pirate raiders calling themselves Vogel's Vandals have plagued us ever since. We are clinging to what precious little we have left here, but we pooled our funds and are offering honest pay to any command willing to protect our home from these raiders. Drive them away from our planet so we can live in peace. Warning, accepting this contract may affect the availability of other contracts. Well, we'll go be the good guys. Take that quest. It's a defense mission. And we're going to get some more pay out of this, and we're going to go down on the salvage shares for right now. We're deploying 120 out of 160. We do have a pilot, and we can either throw a Javelin or the Irby in. Now we're in a light mission, but the urban mech, especially the R60, is possibly the worst battle mech out there. So we're going to put her in a Javelin. It's going to take us up to 150. All of these pilots are pretty terrible, with the exception of Freeman. We're going to be replacing Valentine Gibson as we go along, and I found that if you go for the defensive skills first, damage and evasion, it's better than going for your weapon skills off the bat. But these shouldn't hurt too much. So the mission is ready. Let's load up and let's jump into a battle. Have some fun.
All right. We're gonna get to the agricultural complex and hold off the Vandals until their forces deplete. I know it doesn't look like we'll be protecting much, but this is all these farmers have.
Well, we started right at our defensive target, and would you guys stop wrecking the goddamn colony? We're here to kind of protect it.
Recon reports that the hostiles are still on a collision course with our position. Get ready
We got
for
some
them.
turrets and what well, looks like a beat-up Locust 3V to help us. Those are way too far out of range even for our LRMs. Come a little bit closer and we'll rain down some missile love on you. There we go, you're now within lock range.
Target destroyed.
Not very exciting to blow up some VTOLs from that far away.
Target destroyed.
Enemy forces continuing to converge on your location. Stay frosty, Commander.
Funny thing is, I've been playing with a heavily modified Catapult J, which is the hero class of the catapult.
These bogies are getting uncomfortably close to our buildings.
There we go. There we got a battle mech that we can screw up. I don't like fighting vehicles as much, unless they're like partisans or manicores.
They destroyed our provision storage.
Come here, you little pain in the butt. I don't know why I'm censoring myself still. This is not a PG rated Let's Play, so I have no fucking idea why I keep trying to maintain that sort of professionalism and the hell with it. There's our enforcer doing some work.
Taking a beating, Commander. Don't give them the opportunity to cause any more harm.
God, I miss my pulse lasers and my ERPPCs.
They're heading your way.
They got our communications tower.
With low skills comes low damage. And we got a spider coming in. Might as well get our missile skills up a little bit. Don't you fire those green craps at me. Told you not to do that. You can fire those too, you know. Alright, so Spider's taking some hits on his center torso. It's been a long time since I've used autocannons, so especially single shots. I use burst fires more.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
There's one spider that got fucked up.
Component lost. Need support.
Valentine.
Additional tangos en route to your position, Commander.
And we got a Vindicator. It's a 1R, so we have to go for that right arm.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Valentine's probably just lost one arm.
Hollow bit, Merc. Our people will die if you aren't careful.
That's why we gotta take out the right arm.
Has lost half of all its overall integrity. We need to turn this around.
Don't worry, Rihanna, we're on it. Okay, without that PPC, it's far less of a threat. Doesn't mean it's not a threat.
Keep critical.
With any luck, we'll actually get some
Tango down.
Vindicator salvage out of this. It's not a bad medium. Did you just die already? That was our javelin that lost the left arm. Thankfully, that doesn't mean jack all.
Target destroyed.
Javelins have no weaponry in their left arms. We're gonna go for the legs on this Cicadia.
System offline.
Or we can just fucking overheat, that works too, but that's the last target. Where'd you go, you little bastard? There you are! Now, the prevalence of this particular mech,
System offline.
and why I'm getting so annoyed, is there are so many cicadas left in the inner sphere, and it is
No more signs of
bloody
any
annoying.
forces. Good job, Commander. It feels nice to stand up for the little guy.
Oh, so many fucking cicadas. They're everywhere. On every mission, you gotta fight like 4 or 5 of them. Alright, so we have 4 salvage points. It's not gonna do us much good, but we can grab a couple of medium lasers, plus 1 small laser, and then whatever's worth the most. So jump jet class 5. Alright, Valentine did level up, but we're gonna see if we can get better pilots here pretty quick. Most of the time, it's not really worth it. So let's actually check our home screen first. It's picking up the pieces part 2. Alright, so you're really stuck to those Vandals. Can't thank you enough, but you've kicked over the Hornets just a bit too hard. When they come back for revenge, they'll take us out. Fortunately, one of our own managed to pick up radio chatter about their home base, which is in a nearby system. If you go there and take out their leader, Victor Vogel, and his Vandals may scatter and finally leave this part of the inner sphere for good. Please, this may be our only chance. Well, we will accept that, but we're going to go and jump over here. I will go to Ulysses first. Why they can't just jump from Keatisville to Sullivan? It's probably got to do something with the gravitational routes that jump ships use. I don't know. It's just to charge us extra bloody money. Jump ships and Comstar are all in league with one another. It's kind of annoying. That's not what I want to do. Alright, so, yeah, the Javelin doesn't have anything on its left arm, so we can just repair it. Repair all of these. Let's just check the barracks. So our pilot roster, we've got an 18 and a 20 for our current pilots. There's a 23 and a 25. Now what are their current skills? 11 and 12.
Meet you in the ready room.
23 is only at 10, so he's weaker than our pilots right now. He's got good armor skills and decent potential.
Won't let you down, Commander. I've trained for this.
We'll take Yoder. He's at 14.
Affirmative, Commander.
We'll get rid of Valentine. The other guy
Commander. I'll
is
be in the hangar for pre-drop checklists.
12. I hate that voice. There's not really much else we can do here, so we'll just go to the assassination mission and go kill Vogel. And hopefully that'll get rid of all of his little pirate group. I hate fucking pirates in Battletech universe. They're always a pain in the ass, and they always pop up in the inner sphere. Great houses do nothing. They really do. It's stupid. Alright, so 175. We've got 4 negotiation points. Take 2 salvage shares and 2 extra payout shares. And we'll throw Yoder in there. See how that works out. Now, with any luck, what we get from the mission itself might be a battle mech. It's probably just going to be parts and weapons and other stupid crap like that. But you never know. We could end up with something decent.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning.
As much as I like the Centurion
Stand clear.
as a medium, I would love to get into a heavy.
Online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Somewhere up ahead is the leader of Vogel's Vandals. Knowing these raider crews, once their leader is killed, their organization will spiral into chaos. Hopefully, that'll be enough to get them to leave our employers be.
Got another one.
Oh, that was a lot of lasers to fuck up a simple turret. Now we can turn right here. So we are going back down to small maps. Usually I'm expecting them to be 3, 4, or 5 kilometers away instead of just 1 or 2. You idiots catch up.
Target acquired.
I
Target.
got it.
How can you tell I'm used to piloting heavy mechs keep mashing my 5 on my thumb pad instead of 3, because I have a lot more weapon systems on heavies.
Target acquired.
He's in a Wolverine.
Tango down.
So just like when you're dealing with a Vindicator or a Centurion, go for the right arm first. This guy's a pretty bad pilot, though. That's one thing I've found with a lot of pilots that are just starting out their careers here. They're afraid to step on things. If the turret's in your way, or you got a chance to step on a light vehicle, or even a heavy vehicle, especially if it's a Partisan or a Manicore, just do it. Right, you're not in a heavy mech dray. You cannot walk through walls.
Acquired.
Where did he go? In here somewhere. Yoder's getting pretty screwed up. There goes a leg, makes him easier to target. There goes an arm. Now he's just straight up screwed.
Alright, target is down. Good work. I think the farmers in this region will be able to breathe a little easier today.
Oh, you went critical too.
That bounty is ours. Farhad will break open a case of Timbiki Dark when you get back to the ship safely.
Got another one.
Target acquired.
I don't really care about a spider. Oh, walls. Must remember, medium mech cannot go through walls. I don't have heavy enough weaponry to blast it. So I just gotta find a way out of this pit. Let the idiots fight it out right now with those other battle mechs. It's not like we're getting a lot of salvage right now anyway. So we'll let them fight it out, deal with it. I hate the window scheme on this. I can't really see much. Alright, so that was a lot of reputation. We could have salvaged the Wolverine if we had the bloody parts. As it stands, we're getting some decent salvage out of it anyway. Didn't lose any parts. Our Enforcer got fucked up, though. Come on, Leon. And we got a Cicadia 2B that is damaged, but it's one of the better variants of Cicadias. There are no words to express our thanks. We know you're only doing this for money, but we'd like to believe there's some goodness in you as well. Well, I wouldn't go that far. We can play pretend we're the good guys, but at the end of the day, money's still nice. We don't have much, but as a demonstration of our gratitude, we'd like to present you with this ancient battle mech that's been in our family for generations. It's not doing us any good just sitting here rusting away, so consider it yours. It's old and doesn't work quite right, but something tells me you'll find a way to put it to good use. Well, it's another medium to add in, and bam, we are now regular mercenaries. Not that that means much at this particular point in time. And we have to speak to Rihanna on the bridge, which you should probably do before we go on. You should probably got another lead on whoever we're fighting right now.
New contract just came in, Commander. But before I get to that, I've been digging for more information on the mercenary group that came after us. Black Inferno are a very nasty piece of work. Not that we didn't already know that. By every account, they operate without regard to civilian rights and protection, raiding and pillaging at will, more like pirates than mercenaries. They're also extremely evasive. I see them pop up on the Mercenary Review Board's records from time to time, but not with enough frequency to justify their size, wealth, or sheer power. It also makes tracking their movements extremely difficult. I'll keep searching and see what more I can find. Spears said he'll do the same.
Good. We all want our pound of flesh from these bastards. So, what about this new contract?
Yeah, could be interesting. Seems a group of indentured employees, part of the Apex Mining Syndicate, are being taken advantage of and are suffering under horrendous working conditions. In an attempt to force the Syndicate to the bargaining table, the workers want us to inflict some serious damage on two of the Syndicate's more critical mining installations. They believe the only language these people understand is the almighty Sibyl. It's hard to argue with that logic.
Sounds like a noble cause.
Maybe, but they're ready and willing to pay for our services, and we could use some more Sibyls ourselves. I've filed the mission briefing already. You just need to sign off on the operation and get us where we need to go.
Copy that.
Butt kicking for goodness! Yes, I stole that from Minsk. Anyway, so now it appears that a noble cause can be our next thing up. It's worth 178 grand. Hurting the syndicate where it counts most in their pocketbook might just give these miners all the leverage they need to get better working conditions and possibly something approaching fair play. Mission is simple: ground and pound, locate two facilities and do as much damage as possible. Do that and we'll help send them a message hopefully they can't ignore. Well, we'll accept it for now. It's over in the Apex Mining Syndicate area, aptly named. Okay, we are going to jump in to Bogard, I think. And then we're going to get our stuff repaired up, and we're going to see about getting our Cicadia all set. And once we're running there, we can head out and hit the first of these targets, at least the first of these targets before we are done for this week. This time's flying really fast. I'm having a lot of fun. Oh, there's a rare griffin for sale. Oh, and it's the actual good kind of griffin, too. 3 lasers in the right arm and an LRM-5 in the left arm, but we can't afford it. Not even close. What we can do to cut down our costs a little bit is we can take our Irby 960 and just sell that bastard, because we're not going to use it again. If we go into our battle mechs, we do have to paint our Cicadia. Yes, we use black as our other one. Anyway, so Cicadia, what's a good insect-looking one? Franken doesn't look good on it. And we'll go with Polygon. So go with our all-white base, our Thorium blue, and this should be all black. That looks good for an insect-like mech. And we'll repair our Javelin. I think that we might be retiring our Javelin here pretty quick. Repair all of our mechs so we can get one more mission in. None of its weapons were damaged. Yeah. It's got 2 medium lasers. Almost might be worth dropping the flamer to up its armor a little bit. But we'll give it a test run as it is right now and see how that works out. So let's jump into Allerton. It actually has a black market, which is not a bad thing. We'll see about getting these people what they need. I.e., we're gonna blow up a little bunch of shit for some good times, good money, and for a good cause. Lots of cool stuff on the black market apparently, but nothing that's decent. LRM-20. Nothing really good in the mech department. Let's go to a noble cause. Got 5 points. Spent a couple on salvage and a couple on C-bill payout. It's a 200-ton limit. Our broadcasting under the strictest confidentiality. This message comes on behalf of the workers and residents living in the star systems controlled by the Apex Mining Syndicate. We are being literally worked to death, reduced to little more than slaves to help pad the Syndicate's bottom line. We're growing tired of non-existent pay, low rations, and pitiful living conditions. Greedy companies like Apex only understand one language, the almighty C-bills, so we'll have to hit them right in the pocketbook to get their attention. For this contract, we marked 2 critical installations that, if destroyed, will hurt Apex and hopefully force them to the negotiation table, so we can take back control of our lives. Well, we'll accept that, so 150. Now, it's a tough call between the Locust 1E and the Javelin, but I think the Javelin is worse overall. So if we go to the Cicadia, it's up to 160 out of 200. We do got our Enforcer. Still 40 tons under, which is painful. Really painful. But we'll do our best. If we lose a couple extra pilots or have to prepare our mechs, so be it. Let's jump in and blow some shit up and have some fun.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure.
Now there's a variant of the Cicadia that has a PPC mounted in the center torso, and I would much prefer that variant, but
Reactor online.
beggars can't be choosers right now.
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
I suspect you're going to enjoy this one, Commander. I've marked on your map the 2 structures you need to destroy. Take them out, along with any enemy forces in the area. Then meet me at the extraction point. Good luck.
Target destroyed.
Alright, now we can take a quick look at the map. It's probably the wisest idea to go down here and take out this building first.
Target acquired.
Hey, when you lose line of sight when you have good target lock.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target
Boom!
destroyed.
There's one less VTOL.
Tango down.
Target destroyed.
That was a fuel tank, but it didn't really do us much good, did it?
Target acquired.
Target neutralized.
Now, are they going to drop reinforcements on our head? That's the $100 million. There's the dropship Shadow.
Enemy destroyed.
New target acquired.
And it's a Shadowhawk. So we want to go for the left torso. Left torso and knock out that AC. It's a burst fire, too. Stop using your autocannon arm as your blade of shielding arm, Dre. That's what your entire left shoulder is for.
Critical. Incoming missile.
Alright, so we knocked out the burst fire autocannon.
Critical. Incoming missile. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Okay, our left arm is getting pretty buggered up. I think that was a headshot.
Critical.
Okay, our lance isn't too badly damaged.
Right arm lost.
I say that as Freeman loses his goddamn right arm. Stop wrecking our mechs, boys. Like, seriously.
Target.
That was his autocannon arm, too. Damn. Well, you can't cure stupid. We're pretty screwed up, though. Our left arm is our blade of shielding, but,
Target acquired.
just have to suffer.
Target destroyed.
And that turret can go to hell. Why do I get the feeling like something's gonna come over the rise and ambush us right now?
I got it.
Going into a ravine, never a good idea in most games. Most situations, anyway. So whatever's on the other side of this rise should be fine. Oh boys.
Moving
Keep
into
up.
formation, Commander.
Target acquired.
At least the turrets are a good chance to increase our missile skills.
Target destroyed.
Got another one.
And there goes our ablative shielding arm.
Target down. Nice work, Commander. That should give the Apex Mining Syndicate pause, and a powerful reason to reflect on just how badly they've been treating their employees.
Well, since
Meet
we've
me at the
lost
extraction point
autocannon,
I'm on my way.
there is a mech out there somewhere. It's just a locust, though. Who gives a shit about locusts?
Target destroyed.
Stop shooting at me, you little bastard. Take some missiles.
Yeah.
Yoder's very vocal.
Target acquired.
Seeing things for a second there, I thought that turret setup was a couple of mechs. It's like, well, they really upped the game for the early missions.
Let's get out of here, Commander. Job well done.
Only a few icons chasing us. It's not bad. I'd love to grab that Shadowhawk, but that AC fire or AC5 burst fire at level 2 is awesome. Grab a few more lasers. Evasion and defense leveled up? Nice! Just heard back from our employers. The syndicate has agreed to conduct ongoing negotiations with the miners thanks to your efforts. The payout we got will help us offset some of our costs as well. All around, they call it a good day's work, Commander. So 178 grand, 310 reputation, an SRM, and a large laser. It's not too bad. But that's probably a good place to call it for this week, guys. I know it's a little bit on the short side, but we did get through some storyline missions and some major quests. We got to be the good guys while blowing shit up. It was awesome. It was great. It was fun. So, if you guys would like to join me in this one, I would be more than happy, because as you can see by our Enforcer missing its autocannon arm, the AI is a little stupid. So, please, contact me if you have MechWarrior 5 and you want to get involved in this. But if you like the video, guys, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up to the 232, pop up in this or other Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. And remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.